Tonight, a treat for Minnesota bird lovers. There's an avian oasis right in the heart of Minneapolis you might not know about. And even if you don't consider yourself a bird lover, it's quite a sight to see. The Audubon Society of Minnesota took us to a blue heron rookery. But if you want to see it for yourself, you need to act fast.
Every spring, the great blue herons return and we'll reuse these habitats year after year. We call this a rookery. Great blue herons almost always show up in Minnesota on St. Patrick's Day. It's something that people have paid attention to and seems pretty reliable. They like to nest in groups because there's safety in groups. They show up and they start working on their nests almost immediately. As you can see, there are no leaves on the trees, so they're easy to see. The birds very intentionally select these areas that are out in islands surrounded by river. Even though we're close by, they're not feeling threatened by us at all because they know we are not swimming across that river and climbing their trees to get to their nests. So yeah, they feel quite comfortable. They get their nests in order, they sort of rebond as a couple, and then they lay their eggs. Those eggs hatch, and then they're bringing food and feeding their chicks in the nest. Once those chicks are kind of big enough and have their feathers and can fly, they'll fly away from this nest by early summer. Results from our region show that great blue herons are declining, specifically in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and we think that might be tied in part to the decline of some bottomland forests. But bottomland means forests that are flooded periodically in the spring when you get the spring flood. Great blue herons are here all spring, summer, and fall, but if you want to come and see them at the rookery, and if the best opportunity is to come and see them before the leaves are out on the trees, because that'll make it harder to see the birds. Be here in April and May, and those are the best opportunities to see them. But yeah, once we hit early to mid-June, these birds will be dispersed. They'll be all over the landscape. You'll see them at your local wetlands, but they won't be concentrated here at the rookery.
So cool. To get to the rookery, you just need to go to Marshall Terrace Park in northeast Minneapolis, walk down toward the river, and you will find a viewing platform to watch the birds in action. We have all this information for you at KARE11.com.